Good evening, everybody. It is Hugo Quintanilla here. This is a little bright. We haven't done this in a while. Let me fix this because this is a little much. Let's go here. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're all having a great day. I knew something was weird. I was like, this is way too bright right now. I hope you all are doing well. I am Hugo Quintanilla, your neighborhood realtor, licensed in Maryland, located on the East Coast, specializing in Montgomery County, but I serve Frederick, Montgomery, and Prince George's. This is your live. This is your live to learn a little bit more about real estate, 15 to 20 minutes worth a day to find out about how real estate can benefit you and those around you. Again, I will say I'm Hugo Quintanilla, your neighborhood realtor. My phone number is 240-389-4846. My email is hugo@lnf.com, and my website is yourrealtorhugo.com. Thank you so much to everyone tuning in today. We are live on LinkedIn, on X, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram. Do not forget that on Instagram at Hugo, the number 4, Long and Foster, we are having the direct chat. So if you want to talk to me directly, I am staring right there at that chat. So please feel free and participate. Today we have the week in review, the top 10 real estate related news stories of the week, and it is the weekly rundown. If you want to get in contact with myself, though, feel free and scan that QR code on the screen, or go ahead and follow me online at your favorite social media platform. You can go ahead and Google me. I am everywhere. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, today is a recap show. So, more than anything, we are looking at the news stories that have impacted the week and have shaped the landscape of real estate. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Today, you got to stay informed and ahead of the curve, exploring the latest in real estate with our weekly roundup featuring the top 10 news stories that are shaping the market. From trends to insight, we have got you covered. And actually, speaking of trends, that's going to be one of the first things we're going to talk about today is going to be the trends that we are seeing. The first one of which is this one. See, can I share this or is this unable to be shared? It's unable to be shared. Okay, so it is actually going to be bathrooms, smaller in size, bigger on tech and flair. And this news story was on nar.realtor. It was a great story that was up there that is giving a little bit of an insight on what we're seeing in bathroom decor. So if you were interested in the hottest trends, the trend in bathrooms is towards smaller spaces with a focus on smart technology, comfort, and luxurious features. Despite the constraints in space, spa inspired designs are gaining popularity for their ability to create a large and more luxurious feel. The desire for cleanliness, influenced by COVID 19, has led to an interest in antimicrobial surfaces and self cleaning toilets. Technological advancements include features like dimmable lighting, toilets with deodorizing and heating functions, showers with steam units, as well as a plethora of new technological advancements. Bathrooms are now becoming entertainment hubs featuring integrated audio, beverage stations, and even small refrigerators. Due to rising costs, remodeling expenses have increased with a focus on high end materials and fixtures. The color palette leans towards calming tones like gray and white, while primary bathrooms may see more pop of color. Showers are trending towards comfort with niches and technological integrations and future proofing designs catering to an aging in place demographic. Despite the talk of tubs disappearing, homeowners still desire them for resale or family use. Vanity preferences include long countertops with ample space and 2 sinks when possible, with wood and light colored options being popular. Lighting choices involve a mix of LED layers and tile preferences, ranging from handcrafted style tiles to classic subway tiles in various patterns. Heated floors, heated towel racks, and varying splurges like natural displays, eye catching faucets, and good ventilation are popular. However, caution is advised against overspending on certain trends like matte black products, electric fireplaces, cultured marble countertops, and low tubs. Overall, the emphasis is on creating effective, efficient, technologically advanced, and aesthetically pleasing bathroom spaces, and really making more out of less. So I love this trend. I think it's really, really cool. It's falling right in line with what we're seeing too with a lot of the next story, which is that young buyers want baby boomers to update their homes. And it's just, more than anything else, there is this worry that they will inherit properties that will need a lot of repair over time. It's just, gonna cost more to do this. Younger move up home buyers are expressing concerns that baby boomers who often choose not to downsize may not update their homes before passing them on to the next generation. According to a study by Morning Consult and Leaf Home, many baby boomers have lived in their homes for 30 years or more, with 68% admitting to never having done renovations or replaced major appliances. This situation could pose a challenge for millennials who might inherit or purchase homes in need of significant updates, adding constraint to budgets already stretched by high home prices and high mortgage rates. The housing market may face a crisis with an aging and neglected inventory of homes, impacting both the home improvement industry and the budgets of inheriting millennials. This is very, very concerning because even if we do get properties to come onto market, are these properties that people are going to want to purchase? So, this is where we are seeing, and we have positioned ourselves with companies and partners to give you the best service possible. And the one-stop shop brokerage like Long and Foster does that. A service like Curbio, where they will front all the work for you ahead of time and you will be able to pay at closing, is crucial for this type of population that is going to be aging in place. And 30 years is a long time to have not done anything to a property. So it is going to be interesting to see how this story develops. And lastly, from NAR.Realtor, we also had the story tied in with mortgage rates likely to remain stable after the Fed move. And this story has been one that's been echoed throughout the week that the Federal Reserve did not cut rates yet. They decided to continue to look at their metrics and see what they have on the horizon, that they still are not convinced about how much inflation has been decreased. The Federal Reserve's decision to hold its key short term interest rate steady and suggest possible rate cuts is expected to put downward pressure on mortgage rates, potentially influencing a more robust real estate market. Jessica Lautz, NAR's deputy chief economist, foresees mortgage rates staying in the 6% range throughout the year. The current average of 6.63% is significantly lower than the fall peak of nearly 8%, making housing more affordable. Stable mortgage rates are attracting more buyers, boosting pending home sales. NAR's predicts a 13% increase in existing home sales compared to 2023, with a continued upward trend in 2025. So we are already talking about 2025. So it's just really, it's coming up. We are already in February. By next week, we are already basically in the second week of February. And that's it, guys. We are going to be in March. So the first quarter will be right around the corner and done, before you know it. But we are starting to see Still constraints in the inventory and not enough of a push downward on the mortgage rates to spur demand in the market. But we will wait and see. A few other good stories of the week were the following. China's Evergrande ordered to liquidate by Hong Kong court. The court ruling marks the end of the road for the once mighty property developer that has been struggling with a massive debt crisis. Now, what does this mean for the United States? It could mean a lot of things. I could go into a whole show on just what this could mean to the United States, but it's all theoretical at this point. We still have not seen anything as this liquidation process has just started. And it could be something that regulators in the Chinese government will do everything in their power to mitigate. So we hopefully will not expect something like this globally to impact nations, but you never know. We are a global economy, no longer a local economy, and that really it makes a difference when you have situations like this with an over leveraged developer that is being ordered to liquidate. Hampton's mansion, once listed for 150 million, sells at auction. The 42-acre estate known as the Jewel Pond was sold for an undisclosed price after being on the market for more than 4 years. It is very, very difficult to be in the high-end real estate market right now. And I'm talking about the 1 point I would say actually even the 1 million range and above. Really, as low as the 1 million range, you are struggling to sell properties if they are not in good shape and in a good priced market. It is challenging. Now, something like that, 42 acres in the Hamptons, that's quite impressive to see it, I mean, listed for that much at one point and now to have gone to auction for an undisclosed amount. It truly just shows how far that market has swayed and swung in the other direction. Here are the top 10 real estate markets in 2024. The list is based on factors such as home price appreciation, inventory, days on market, and buyer demand. And that story was from the nar.realtor website. You can see their summary over there. I am actually unable to pull up the actual link, but it is a good read. It was came out last week, but one worth that's been picking up steam a lot with the national channels. What else are we seeing? Where people are moving as home affordability reshapes migration trends. A new report from Redfin reveals the most popular destinations for people who are relocating across the country. This report's really, really good. Redfin's data is quite extensive and they have access to a lot of metrics to track data like that. So, it's always worth a listen, at least to see what the Redfin analysts have commented on the new information. Paying rent usually won't boost your credit score. Here's how to make it count. Some services can help renters report their payments to credit bureaus, but they may come with fees and limitations. This is a great story from actually realtor.com. I will link that one in the chat, actually in the post after the show. We spoke a little bit about a credit card. It's actually the built credit card, BILT, that lets you put your cash onto this card and use it as a credit card payment in certain situations to pay for your rent. This can help you boost credit and also help build history of on-time payments for something that you're already paying every month. So it's really worth thinking about. I am going to try to get a code for you all to start using built, and yeah, hopefully you use it and we can have more sponsorships like that of companies that come through and help us with financial products that might benefit you, the consumer. So there are limitations and fees with all these products. Make sure you're reading those. That's the long and the short of the article. But there are products that are helping to make more beneficial your monthly payments that are already happening and being deducted from your account. Home sales shrink to a 29-year low in 2023. December home sales look to be the bottom before inevitably turning around higher in the new year. And that's a comment and a quote that we got last week from Chief Economist Lawrence Yoon from the National Association of Realtors. We are hopeful that we are just going to start seeing more and more inventory come out as it starts warming up. Hopefully, good weather persists and we just see this come to fruition. But more than anything else, that's what we're waiting for, more inventory. Housing starts to fall in December as builders scale back on single family homes. Construction of new homes fell 4.3% in December as home builders scaled back new projects. And this was a lot to do with the high mortgage rates. We were not having people in the market ready to buy, so builders were not feeling as confident as they usually are about selling the newest homes. So that just always goes hand in hand. Pending home sales post biggest jump since June 2020 as mortgage rates fall. US pending home sales shot up in December as falling mortgage rates brought buyers back into the market. And this was a huge story that we started seeing develop, how the mortgage rates are really cranking up the heat on the market. New home sales jump as buyers snag lower mortgage rates. More folks snap up new constructions in December thanks to lower mortgage rates, giving the new home market a boost. And we're still talking about December numbers because usually all these metrics hit the national line, so to speak, the national press, the mainstream press, around 90 days after the data has been analyzed. We're looking at stuff within 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days. And then even at the 6 month and 1 year mark, because we also look at year over year and month against month. So there are tons of metrics that we're looking at when you really get granular into the surveys. But for the mainstream media that just does the headlines, these are the headlines that have really been, shocking. The low mortgage rates and low inventory that have been making this perfect storm, so to speak. And lastly, for this week, we have home prices growth accelerated in November. Case-Shiller index rose 5.1% from a year earlier as inventory of homes for sale remain unusually low. So that is the week in review, the top 10 real estate news stories of the week. If you have any questions about these stories, want more information on how to buy, sell, lease, or invest anywhere in the world, please feel free and reach out and let me know. My name is Hugh Quintanilla. I am a licensed realtor in Maryland, specializing in Montgomery County, Maryland. My phone number is 240-389-4846. My email is hugo@lnf.com. My website is yourrealtorhugo.com. And it's always a pleasure to have you guys tune in. If you have any questions, as always, leave them on your platform of choice. I'm on all social media platforms, and I'm always here to help out. So thank you guys all for tuning in. We will see you again tomorrow for another live, and I hope that you have a great night. Take care. Have a great night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.